Rain during the BC winter is predictable, but a tough reality for BCIT students looking for a dry space to exercise. Behind me is just one location on campus looking to reward students for being active and breaking from the books.
Jacob, are games at risk of being canceled with this shortage going on?
Well, Victor, there's definitely some risk, but it mainly falls down on others filling in the gap. The umpire I spoke with, Aaron Shep, mentioned that often in previous years, parents with little to no training often step in behind the plate, which isn't ideal for obvious reasons. But yes, should no one step up, it will be down to single ump crews or no games at all.
And are other green initiatives being considered to replace this policy?
It's a bit early to narrow down what could be down the line. But Bly mentioned one idea would be introducing a mandatory discount businesses would give to those bringing their own cups to offer, to avoid passing down the buck on to the customer. Youssef?
Thanks, Jacob.
Joining me today is Lindsay Rempel, Director of Programs for the Cloverdale Community Kitchen. Thank you so much for joining us, Lindsay.
Thanks for having me.
What does the Cloverdale Community Kitchen do as an organization?
Yeah, so we have a number of different programs, but our primary mission is to address.
As you may know, Canada has been facing a record amount of inflation this year, one of the biggest increases on record. How has your kitchen felt the waves of those increases?
Yes, we've really felt it in
media. The world of sports media can be a thoughtful, incredible space for interesting stories and passionate discussion. Simultaneously, there remain barriers and discrimination for women in the industry, whether they are working through a corporate ladder or making their own path in the realm of online content. I'm honored to have with me here today two guests. First, Georgia Twiss, one of the co-hosts of the popular Vancouver hockey podcast, The Broadscast, and Kaya May, a co-host of a local hockey sports post-game show, Game Over Vancouver. Thank you both so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
I'll start with the first question for both of you. What does it mean to you to be a woman that works in sports media?
I think for me, growing up, if I think about listening to sports radio.
Great. I know for some people that listening, they might know that both of our guests come from quite good education backgrounds, you being a teaching assistant and also with Kaya actually being a comm student. How has your education experience played a role in how you view sports and the opinions then that you have?
I've done a lot of research kind of based on how your identity is formed through different biases and stuff like that is what I've learned a lot about. And I grew up as a Canucks fan, so I grew up with the bias of they're the best.
I'm Jacob New.
And I'm Kiara Collins, and we're the hosts of today's show. We've carved out a great show packed with haunted secrets, spooky dungeons, tips and tricks to get you through the Halloween season safely.
Halloween is an occasion filled with candies, costumes, and most importantly, haunted houses. And to start our show off, we've got a short documentary about a legacy house that's saying goodbye this year at Fright Nights. It's the story of a man that's going through a bittersweet feeling, saying goodbye to famous Halloween icons who helped him find a sanctuary. Now sit back and enjoy. When it comes to Halloween, we may forget that it can be a stressful time for the pets we love. And to talk about what we can do to keep our dogs at ease during Halloween, we're here with Michelle Pilak of Michelle's Podtastic Dog Training in Coquitlam. She has several years of experience with organizations including Pacific Assistance Dog Society, better known as PADS. Thanks for joining us, Michelle.
Hi, thanks Jacob for having me.
And I see you brought your own dog. Why don't you introduce us to him?
Yes, this is 8-year-old Dawson. He's a Labrador Retriever, and he used to be a PADS puppy in training, but due to having a lot of anxiety, he got to become my pet, so it was lucky for me.
And it seems like he's very much mellowed out now, at least.
He definitely has.
That's awesome. Well, there's a tons to cover. Let's start with just the costumes within Halloween. We love to dress ourselves up. We love to dress our pets up because it's perfect for pet photo ops. What would you suggest to owners that want to dress up their pets for the holiday?
I would suggest they keep it simple.
Time remains frozen at the Burnaby Village Museum, celebrating 50 years of operation. Summer season starts May 7th with free admission. Come and step back in time with interactive exhibits and a carousel ride. The boys of summer are back as Vancouver Canadians baseball is in full swing. The Seas are in the middle of a 6-game series at home this weekend. Go and cheer on your squad at Nat Bailey Stadium. My name is Jacob New.
And I'm Sylvia Sten.